All hell is breaking loose in Russia's war against Ukraine as Donald Trump's plan with Putin is now exposed. Donald Trump and Putin, in essence, working together to embolden Kim Jong-un to allow North Korea to provide ballistic and cruise missiles to Russia to rain down on Ukraine as Donald Trump further attacks NATO, as Donald Trump attacks South Korea, as Donald Trump weakens the United States alliances and leaves Ukraine to fend for itself as the winter approaches without the much needed Patriot interceptors, where Donald Trump promised at least Patriot interceptors to Zelensky back in early July during the NATO summit. Yup, the same NATO summit in Ankara where Donald Trump escaped the old Air Force One with Natalie on the catering container, fearful that he was going to get assassinated by Iran. Let's break down what is going on right now. I will share this with you as Ukraine is doing everything in its power to try to stop Russia's ongoing attacks. You have footage right here of a Ukrainian soldier using a German-supplied MG3 machine gun to shoot down an incoming Russian attack drone at near point-blank range. Watch this. This is how they're doing it. And by the way, if you've watched Drone Hunters, where Ken Harba from the Midas Touch Network was in Ukraine shooting down drones with the Ukrainian army, I got to give a hat tip to that coverage, but more importantly, the courageous people over there in Ukraine shooting down these drones. Here, play this clip. Next, I will share with you some of the recent attacks on Zhytomyr. You'll see that this Russian attack hit a police station in the area, sending drones about 700 kilometers from the front. Here, play this clip. Then I'll share this with you as well, because Russia launched a massive strike on Kyiv last night. Take a look at this seemingly ordinary summer night until Russia strikes hard with ballistic missiles, although I should say nothing is an ordinary summer night with all hell breaking loose. Take a look at this video that's circulating right now, showing several Russian missile strikes hitting the Ukrainian capital in rapid succession. Russian forces have launched more than 20 missiles against Kyiv and its suburbs, with residential buildings being hit and power disruptions across parts of the city. Denny's from Ukraine covering this as well. Let's play this clip.
О, нихуя себе. Я это тоже снял, брат. Ну это мощная хуйня. О, еще летит. Пух нахуй. Я это тоже снял. Да, конечно, ебашит плотно. Я того рот ебал. Я здесь такие фейерверки снял.
Max 26, Jay and Kyiv are on this as well, bringing the open source intelligence information that we rely on here to bring you this news as well. They do incredible work. Blackouts right now in Kyiv after what you just saw there. The Russians struck energy infrastructure. They are intentionally striking lots of the lights in the region, lots of the energy infrastructure. Here's the kind of minimum amount of weapons that were used against Ukraine last night. 13 hypersonic missiles, 8 Iskander ballistics, 2 North Korean-made KH-23 ballistics struck Kyiv. There have been dozens of injured, multiple deaths right now. You can hear right here the people in Kyiv terrified about what's going on. And it does indeed seem that as we've been reporting, there are no interceptors in Kyiv, in Ukraine, to stop these ballistic barrages coming from Putin's Russia, as Donald Trump tapped Zelensky along, saying, "We will give you the license, and then we will not give you the license." Watch for yourself what's going down. Now, here's the aftermath of the airstrikes in the Solomensky district of Kyiv. You can see people trapped in residential buildings. A horrific sight indeed. Let's play it. A photo of one of these residential buildings that were hit in Kyiv. And then, of course, Ukraine striking back. Let's be very clear. All hell is breaking loose in the region. You have Ukraine striking back, burning Russian logistics centers, whether it's the Wildberries or other logistics centers, have been hit hard. And you'll see some of the Russian logistics on the land corridor on the route to Crimea between Berdyansk and Mariupol being hit. We'll see this right now. Let's play it. You can see here how the Russian warships are trying to adapt to Ukraine's drone warfare. You can see the large array of anti-drone protective structures. Hatip Kirshan Kat does a great job as well. Let's run the B-roll right now as a drone operator from Ukraine infiltrates a Russian FPV drone operator base and blows it up from the inside. Look at the precision right here with which the Ukrainian drone is finding the drone operator from Russia located in this building. Those FPV drones, that's modern warfare right now. Russia has its Shaheeds, its FPVs, and of course its ballistics and cruise missiles. Ukraine it was early on the HIMARS, those ATACMS. Those are no longer really working as well. Russia developed jamming systems that really kind of neutralized the effectiveness of those HIMARS, which back a few years ago were one of the main reasons why Ukraine was able to stop the Russian advance. But now Ukraine's using the Firepoint 1, Firepoint 2 drones. The FP5 is the Flamingo missile. And now they're even developing a Firepoint 9. I've seen some prototypes as well. You can see right here, B-roll it please, the 422nd Separate Unmanned Systems Regiment of the 17th Army Corps cutting through Russian logistics with Hornet mid-range strike drones right there. And it was a very large-scale Ukrainian counteroffensive as well. I showed you the Russian strikes in Kyiv. We're focused now on the Ukraine strikes as well in Russia. Like in Russia's city of Ufa, right here, you can see an oil refinery that was previously repaired hit again. See it for yourself.
All hell breaks losses as Trump-Putin war plan exposed. And that's the problem right there. War plans should not be exposed. They should be made in secure rooms by experts with our allies, with one goal: keep Americans safe. But with Trump, everything turns into chaos, even war, even peace, even Americans' relationship with the world. Number one, this is what happens when you govern by instinct, not strategy. Trump doesn't read briefings. He doesn't listen to generals. He doesn't build coalitions. He makes calls based on what he saw on TV, based on who flattered him last. And now there's a war plan with Putin being talked about in public. That's not strength, that's recklessness. Because when the world sees division at the top, they test us. Number two, Trump cannot tell the difference between diplomacy and surrender. A real president deals with advisors from a position of strength, with allies behind you, with leverage, with a plan. Trump goes it alone. He brags about good relationships with dictators. He undermines NATO. He insults our partners. And then he's surprised when hell breaks loose. That's not foreign policy. That's gossiping. Number three, he puts himself first, America second. Every crisis with Trump becomes about him, about his image, about who's loyal, about who leaked what. While that's happening, our troops are in danger. Oil prices spike. Families worry about their kids being deployed. All hell breaks loose. And he's worried about the headlines. Number four, this is why alliances matter. We are stronger with friends. We are weaker alone. Trump spent 4 years tearing down trust with Europe, with NATO, with everyone. So when a real threat shows up, we don't have a team. We have chaos. And chaos is exactly what Putin wants. Number five, why this matters to you? Because you deserve a president who prevents wars, not one who stumbles into them. You deserve leaders who plan ahead, who keep secrets secret, who put experts in the room. War plan exposed. That headline should never exist because a competent administration plans in private so the public stays safe. We need to go back to basics, back to diplomacy, back to alliances, back to leaders who are steady under pressure. Trump gave us heel breaking laws. America deserves leaders who bring order and who keep us out of wars we don't need to fight.